I am Darren Caddis. I'm the VP of Corporate Design here at Plantronics, and I have the distinct pleasure of managing a large group of creatives here. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit about design, share a little bit about our process and how we approached the development of our new Encore Pro family. But I'd like to talk to you about that in the context of dreams, because we as a team, as a creative resource, tend to be known for being a bunch of dreamers. I can tell you that for myself personally, growing up as a kid, every report card I ever had started with the same sentence, and that sentence was that Darren has so much potential. However, he spends all of his time daydreaming. So why dreams? Well, the reality is, no matter who we are or how heroic we might think of ourselves, we could all stand to have a little bit more action, intrigue, and romance in our lives. We all work hard, we all play hard, and we design products for people that work hard and play hard. In fact, we design products for what we like to refer to as the 16-hour day, meaning Plantronics has product solutions quite literally for every waking hour of your life. We make mobile communication products. We make entertainment products that are all about media consumption, music, video, enterprise products, gaming products. We even design the packaging. If you look at our mobile communications packaging solutions, you'll see that it's a very simple, clean expression, and it treats the product with honor and dignity, and it's quite heroic actually in its presentation of the products. Very simple, clean color palette. And by contrast, if you look at our entertainment packaging, it uses a similar graphic language and structural language, but it is saturated in color. And the rationale for that is that music, video, the application for how these products are used is really saturated with color, saturated with emotion. And so we try and express the brand consistently through graphics and structure, and speak to our target customers in these categories a bit differently, using intense color to help delineate that product category. So one of the things that's incredibly unique about Plantronics is that all of our products, packaging, interaction design, mobile apps, you name it, is designed by the same group of people right here in Santa Cruz, California. And we cover a variety of responsibilities, everything from the design and execution of our current products, concept development, meaning what's a next generation product, how should it behave, and what should it look like, how should it feel. Ergonomics is a huge part of what we do, critically important and covered within our internal design team. I mentioned mobile apps, visual design, graphic design, packaging. We cover a variety of responsibilities, and it's quite unique that it's done within a very consistent group of people, a team of 23 people right here in our home base in Santa Cruz. So regardless of the category that we may be working in, or whatever the product solution is, whether it's a consumer product, enterprise product, we always start with the same question, and it's a simple one, and it is, who is it for? And what are the needs, wants, and desires of the end user? And if you think about the types of products that we do, they're truly enabling products, right? When you don these things, you are smarter, faster, stronger, communicate better, you connect better, and so the potential to create a stronger emotional connection between the product and the end user for us is of paramount importance. So we tend to think of the end users as everyday heroes, and more specifically in enterprise category, or in terms of contact centers. And if you think about what a contact center service agent does every day for a living, they are connecting with people that have problems, right? Whether it's a airline reservation that has gone awry and you need to make quick changes, or you need tech support. They take these emotionally charged situations and they diffuse them. They solve problems for real people all day, every day. They have the potential to create happiness. And that's just not an everyday hero. That is truly a superhero. And if you think about it, every superhero has a cape, right? Every superhero at least needs a cape. And when you put that cape on, it needs to fit, it can't get in the way, and it needs to be empowering. And when you put it on, you need to believe that you can jump over tall buildings and you can travel faster than a speeding bullet. And that is what we do. We make the cape. Now, if you think connecting superheroes to headsets is a big gap to cross, and I just simply challenge you to look at mainstream media, because it seems like every time we want an action hero to look more connected, tech-savvy, or heroic in mainstream media, whether it be television or film, they're always strapping a headset to them. We see this constantly, and more often than not, we notice that they're using our enterprise products, or more specifically our contact center products, to do this. So another thing I'd like to talk to you about is how we try and create consistency through our product family. If you look at this slide, you'll see the bases. It should be obvious that they're part of a consistent language, but I want you to see how that extends beyond bases. And so whether it's an amp or a small speakerphone, a USB handset, or even a dongle that attaches to your PC, you'll see consistency in that basic form language. And that's kind of what I like to refer to as the broad brush strokes, right? From 10 feet away, does that look and feel like a Plantronics product? And then does that same consistency hold up when you get down to the details, either how we create surface tension on the scallop of a boom, or detailing around a boom, how we treat buttons or features around some of the details on the product, and do we do that consistently? And how we do that is really part of the secret sauce that you may not notice at first glance, but the more familiar you become and the more you use our products, you realize that that consistency is there. And so it's almost an intuitive connection that helps keep the strand of DNA flowing throughout our product family. So if the goal is to establish consistency, or like I say, this strand of DNA that connects all of our products in some way and families them up, really the overarching goal for us is to tell a performance story. So the visual language of the products, the physical expression of the products, really is intended to bolster the performance attributes of the products that are inherent to Plantronics and its legacy of building products that are durable, fit well, and perform beautifully. With the Encore Pro family, very much like any other program we would start with, we start with that same question, which is, who is it for, how's it going to be used, and what's important to them. And even though we've been in this business, contact center business, for many years, tremendous amount of research was necessary. So we conducted a great deal of user interviews in multiple cities throughout the United States and Europe, looking for subtle insights or observations that could help us develop the next generation of products. And one of the questions we asked ourselves as a design team, and again, this is coming from a group of dreamers, right, is when the current Encore Pro or Super Plus goes to bed at night, who does it dream of becoming? Right? I mean, these are products with a strong legacy that have been very successful in the market, but even those products have dreams. Even those products can be improved on. And so that has been our goal, and that's really where we started. So if you've never heard of the wall of ears, well, first of all, I'd like to invite you out to Santa Cruz, and I'll show it to you sometime. But until that happens, basically what it is it's a physical database of ears that we've been molding at Plantronics for decades, literally. So we have this physical database of human ears that's in the thousands, and by virtue of having this, we can acquire data and we can understand what averages are, meaning we essentially know what a small, medium, and large ear is. Now, having said that, one thing that we know is that the only thing that's consistent about the measurement of human ears is that they're totally inconsistent. I mean, you may have a very large ear, but a very small cavum. So different measurements are going to have different meanings for us, and depending on a specific wearing style. But essentially what the wall of ears does is give us a better understanding of what the global population looks like, and but it also provides a testing methodology and protocol for us to validate our products through the development process. It's proprietary to Plantronics. This kind of information doesn't exist anywhere out there in the world as far as we know, and it's a really critical part of our development process. Details in the product are incredibly important to us. If you take something as simple as the conformable boom on the Encore Pro products, on the inside we put these serrated markings that functionally help the user position the microphone in the best place possible, but it also serves as a visual cue to communicate that the boom is conformable. Or take the strain relief, meaning the cable exit of the product. Now there's this little rubber sheath. Typically those things are full of holes to help that rubber element be flexible. We put a tremendous amount of time and energy into developing a strain relief that was clean and didn't have any dirt traps and was aesthetically much more pleasing than strain reliefs we know of the past. Color, a huge part of that performance palette for us. The color palette for Encore Pro is one, again, that really is trying to tell a performance story. It is predominantly black, of course, but we have this accent color that we're calling New Copper, mainly because you kind of need a cool name, so we're calling it New Copper. Enough of the old copper. But really the idea behind that is we're trying, again, to communicate what's happening on the inside of the product on the outside. Again, this is a performance language, and copper, gold, some of the most conductive materials known to man, and so those are elements that exist within the product. Those are elements that exist inside the product, and we're bringing those to the surface because they're aesthetically pleasing. But it's also a performance language. It's a visual language that we're accustomed to, and make these positive associations to high-end audio equipment. It communicates high fidelity. We remember the warmth of tube amps and the connectors on high-end audio equipment, and this is all familiar to us. And I like to think of the application of these color treatments much like, I don't know, the garlic in the sauce, meaning it's not the tomatoes, it's not the base of the sauce, it's an accent. It's that thing that can help it turn the corner and be that much richer and that much more sophisticated. So one thing that we're very well aware of in the design studio is that it's very easy to make things complicated and very difficult to make things simple. In the case of the convertible solution in the Encore Pro family, going from an over-the-ear wearing style to over-the-head to behind the neck, right-left wearing style, and have that level of flexibility in a solution where the attachment mechanism is strong, robust, there's no play in it, and it's simple and easy to convert from one wearing style to the other was extremely difficult. But we found a solution with this C-clip that seems so obvious, but actually took quite a bit of development time to get us there. Part of delivering an intuitive, simple solution is including these visual cues that communicate how the product works. I mentioned these bellows, or the serrated edge on the inside of the boom. We also have that on the back of the conformable ear loop that communicates that this can be adjusted to fit your unique anatomy, and also the tabs on the C-clip that communicate clearly how to detach and reattach the different wearing styles for the Encore Pro 540. So materials are also critically important to us, in terms of ensuring that the product's light and yet stable, comfortable, and rugged. We feel a tremendous responsibility to the brand. Plantronics has a legacy of 53 years in the wearable space, building products that truly enable our end users to feel stronger, faster, brighter, smarter, more powerful. And we take that work very, very seriously. At the end of the day, as a design team, we may be a bunch of dreamers, but the truth is We mean business.